Latino culture that this all was about, and it's not only your country, but you get to know like all of these things about different countries that you definitely don't know sometimes about. And winning this prize meant a lot to me because it was in Iowa City. It was in Des Moines, which makes me like a stranger to the public. But they were really welcoming, and they were really nice, supporting me with my songs, and I felt really nice out there. And I got a prize of $500, and that kind of helped me with my things, with what I wanted to do. And I think it's a great thing that if it wasn't for SSIKE, I wouldn't have the time to do it.
Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
We'll get back to that topic later. All right. Kenora, how about you?
And just to piggyback off of what Asada said, SSIKE has just opened my eyes to many other opportunities and things I could do. Just like this summer, I'm going to be participating in a business program, and no matter what the cost, SSIKE is always there to help you, and it's just opened my eyes to many different opportunities and things that I can be involved in the school system, in and out.
Oh, that's great. Tell us a little bit about the business program that you want to be a part of this summer.
Oh, it's called Business Horizons at Simpson College, and like I'm not sure what I want to do in college yet, but it's just a 5-day program where I'll be staying a night at the colleges, and I'm just learning about marketing and giving speeches and just participating with other college-bound children.
Excellent. If there are students who are wondering, what SSIKE is all about, should I get involved? Why should I get involved? What will it do for me? What would you say to that student who's considering joining SSIKE? How would you convince them that this might be something that they'll be able to benefit from?
I would say that SSIKE is a group when you can go and you meet about lots of different things and the colleges and just stuff around you that you may not know it's happening, and that you can actually be part of it, and you can actually learn something from this. And if you're out there and if you're wondering whether you are a minority student or not, you'll be welcome, and it's great to have people from different cultures and different parts of the world, because it makes us more diverse as a group and makes us understand a little bit more about each other.
Mm-hmm. We have weekly meetings, and we have weekly meetings on Thursdays, and then the officers have just started doing monthly meetings just for the officers as well. Okay. But certainly, as Vanessa says, everybody is welcome to come if you're interested. Weekly meetings on Thursday after school, 2:30 in the West Wing Conference Room.
Tell us a little bit about what goes on at the weekly meetings. What sorts of things do you discuss at the meetings? What would that look like?
A lot of things. The two main things that SSIKE hosts are the recognition night, which will actually be May 3rd at 5:30, and it's when refreshments start, and then 6 is about when we start doing like the different certificates. And then we also host a diversity dinner, and it's kind of like the college diversity day, but it's lots of different foods and different types of dances. We try and do entertainment. We do lots of food from different types of cultures and different countries, and it's really just for the public, just to kind of offer something back to the community that we find is important, which is diversity throughout all of Iowa City. And so there's never a set date for that, but we'll definitely try and advertise it when it comes around.
Yeah, it sounds like a neat thing for the community. Anything that in particular that you're looking forward to? Any particular food or dance or exhibit you want to see or want to make sure is there?
Just everything in general. Each year there are different countries that you get to see, and different artifacts and different foods you get to taste, and every year it's different, every year it's bigger. We can say without a doubt this year has been our biggest year, and each year it just grows and you have more participants, and it's just great.
Well, that's a testament to all of your work. So, as officers, I'm sure you keep pretty busy between school and other activities you're in and SSIKE. What are some of your responsibilities as officers in SSIKE?
I think as officers, it's just trying to get things done as far as like leadership, and just trying to be able to also balance, different things outside of school, because not everyone can always be there for every single meeting, and so it's sometimes difficult, and so then you have to reach out to Mrs. Martin, or she can reach out to us in ways that we can also still get things done, and that's always difficult because we're all doing so many different, singing or choir or after school programs and basketball for some people. It's just balancing those types of things is always really difficult.
Sometimes it's easy to get people there, but the harder part is getting people to stay. And one of the biggest obstacles we've had was getting people interested and staying around. It's a big part with Miss Martin, and it's just that. But it's always easier when you have something to talk about, and it's easy to have a lot of kids in a room to come for a common cause. But the reason that there are officers are to keep everything ruly and in order, because things can get out of hand. We're still kids and we still like to debate.
You do?
Just a little bit. But when debates come across, we always end up getting it quiet down and everything gets figured out for the diversity dinners and college visits and things such as that.
Good. Would anyone like to speak about some more of the activities that SSIKE members have been involved in, whether it's been you yourself or people that you know, some of the conferences or events or school visits, camps that you've been able to attend?
Well, every year they have a teen summit, and it's a thing where you go and you learn about yourselves and you learn about connecting with others. And it's basically just you go and try to find yourself. This year, or the one that just came, there was a whole part about hip-hop music and looking and seeing like what you're actually listening to and deciding whether or not it's something that you want to listen to and whether or not it defines you. It's a lot of looking at yourself and examining yourself and wondering, are you as good as you want to be, or could you be better? So
that's great. Really sort of figuring out who you are and what you want to do in life seems to be one of the focus goals of SSIKE. So talk a little bit about that. What are some of your goals for the future after you graduate high school and start thinking about, what you're going to do with the rest of your life?
I know that I would personally like to go to a 4-year college, and then I've also really been looking into Howard, which is an HBCU. And so I think that SSIKE, as well as the conferences that I've been able to attend with kids coming all throughout Iowa, it's really, really assuring that you don't have to fit a certain type of, you don't have to be in a box. You don't have to be this, and this, but you can be, dress this way, act this way, be interested in other things. And so I know personally for me, I've been opening my eyes to HBCUs and other type of diverse colleges and universities in general.
Very good. So you mentioned conferences that you've been to. What have you attended?
We went to the NAACP conference last year, or I want to say last year, maybe the year before, and they just had a banquet, and so it was other kids in Des Moines, Iowa, and we stayed at the Marriott, which was, just fun, being able to be around other students our age. And then we also attended a conference at Mount Mercy in, I want to say, close to Cedar Rapids.
In Cedar Rapids.
And we went to go see Dr. Farrah Gray, who's written a couple of books and is really prominently known in the business world.
Wonderful. So. That's great. That's great. How about the rest of you? Kenora, do you have any ambitions for after high school? What's on your radar at this point?
Well, I would also like to attend a 4-year college somewhere in Iowa, and I think I want to get into education or business. Not sure yet.
Good.
We'd love to have her in education.
Yes, teach business. Yeah. There you go. Combine the two.
And I would also like to study abroad for a year in Spain, hopefully.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Spain. Yeah. Now, if you were going to teach, I'm just curious, what subject do you think you might choose?
I would like to do elementary.
Or elementary, yes. Yeah, as a secondary person, I sort of forget, of course. That would be fun. How about you, Vanessa?
I am planning to first graduate high school, whether it's here or back in Venezuela. And I'm planning to go to a 4-year college, which will most likely be in Venezuela.
Now, you better explain. What sort of connection do you have to Venezuela?
Well, I'm from Venezuela, and I moved here 3 years ago. My dad is doing a program for his PhD in university in education and English and culture. So that's the reason why we're here. And so after he's done with his program, we're going to move back. Because we have our house and everything over there. So my plan is go to college over there, graduate, and I'm planning to get a major in education and languages. And also I will...
We're getting all kinds of good people signed up for education.
Yeah.
And I will also like to maybe do a major in music, or I don't know yet.
Ah, yes. Now, speaking of music, you've won this award at the Heritage Festival, and Vanessa has kindly volunteered to perhaps grace us with her music tonight. So, would you like to sing a few lines for us?
Sure.
Tell us how you do it at the Latino Festival.
Okay, so this is one of the songs I sung at the Latino Festival, and it's called Como la Flor by Selena Quintanilla, and it goes kind of like this. I guess okay. como la flor de tanto amor.